Hey guys, Matt here. Welcome to another portfolio update. I know it's been a while since my last video, and that's because the short version is that work is busy, and it will continue being busy for a while. But while I have the chance and some free time, I figured I would use this opportunity to give you a portfolio update, just in case you guys thought that the lack of performance from Gevo was hurting my bottom line. And I guess it is in a little bit, but not as much as you think. Right now, my portfolio is kicking ass. We're at 140 grand, and we're at 32.8% gains. Now, if you've been in Fidelity, you know what happens when dividends hit. The point I'm trying to make is that just look at my other updates to see how well FedEx is doing. The number you see here is even better than this. My portfolio is kicking ass right now. Just taking a look at the performance, I am destroying the S&P 500 by the year. By the 1 month, I'm beating it. By the 3 months, it's got me a little bit. By the year to date, I'm beating it. By the 1 year, I'm beating it. 3 years, I still got some work to do. That's because, assuming you've been following my portfolio, you would know that 2022 was a bad year. It was a really bad year, but I can honestly say that if there were lessons to be learned, and just looking at my portfolio as it is now, I have learned them. As far as my bad stocks, the only bad stock in my portfolio right now, as it stands, is Gevo. We'll talk about that in a second, but the only other stocks in the negative are AT&T and Verizon. And as you know, these are my dividend stocks. And AT&T, you've seen how it's done. It's getting better and better by the month. Right now, it's break even, which for a dividend stock, that's fine by me. It can stay exactly where it is. Verizon is a little worse, but I'm probably going to keep, that's my focus for adding money. I've been adding shares to AT&T and Verizon. Other than that, I've been doing absolutely nothing. I've been taking no major steps in my portfolio other than letting it sit. And right now, we're approaching a good problem to have, in which, I don't know where else to put my money. I could buy more Gevo, but right now we're in a risk management mode. We'll talk about that in a second, but I've been putting my money into AT&T and Verizon bit by bit, and that's all I'm going to keep doing for the time being. The easiest lesson to teach, to tell people, and the hardest lesson to learn is to do absolutely nothing. And that's why it's becoming painfully obvious since 2022. Just put your money in great companies and not trash companies, and then let them sit. Now, as far as how I structure my portfolio, it's a mix of growth stocks and dividend stocks, and I either have one weird stock that acts as a spec stock. Gevo is that spec stock. So as you know, Gevo is the only bad stock, and a lot of people in my comments have said things like scamming and whatnot. And to those people, I say, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think Gevo's a scam, because I think that calling Gevo a scam would be giving Gevo too much credit. And, as if Gevo was competent enough to arrange something like that. No, I just think Gevo is very bad at what it's done. Until 2022, I thought Gevo has been doing pretty well. It got the RNG plant online in record time, and it started collecting revenue on that. It wasn't until 2023 in which they kneecapped their own stock, and they've been trying to recover ever since. And in August of 2023, they delayed the net zero plant, which is the thing they want to be known for, by another year. And they also announced a DOE loan, a process which is supposed to take 9 to 12 months. That was in last August. Gevo has 1 month, one earnings report to announce that the DOE loan. They can't skirt around it. They have to say the words. They can't say the project is complete from a project finance perspective, because the spoiler alert, that is not going to include construction. And from what I read, construction is pretty important when you're trying to build a building. I don't know. Just me talking out loud. Just me thinking out loud. But yeah, the next earnings should be in August sometime. Gevo has to announce the completion then. So, and they have to announce the completion of the DOE loan, and it has to hit the books as debt. If that doesn't happen, then every month beyond that is going to get worse for the company, because now they have to deal with the prospect of delaying net zero one even more. So I really hope that next month, hey, Gevo does something about it. So the good part about Gevo in my portfolio is that the good part about me being down so much is that it cannot hurt me much more than it already is. Maybe now 84% more 7.73%. I have no reason to sell. What am I going to get by selling? $1,200 to put someplace else? No. We'll just ride the wave. If it goes to zero, I'm out to 100 more bucks. That's fine. Now I'm definitely not adding any more shares because, right, like I said, risk management. Gevo needs to move forward with the DOE loan, and it needs to show progress photos on the construction. And once that happens, I'll be much more confident in buying the dip. Other than that, I'm just going to leave Gevo exactly where it is, and if it sinks, great. If it swims, great. We'll see what happens. The biggest change for me, if Gevo happens to fail over the next few months, is a lot more content from my channel. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.